There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. My baby goes that night and stays till the morning comes. Oh, she drinks gin and whiskey and she drinks Dago Red.
I love Jamie Jackson.
Yeah, that is a fantastic dude. I
you
work
speak
for
for
him.
yourself.
And I love Sam Ash, and Jamie's just a great guy.
No, they've been nothing but good to the pigs
right.
over the years.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam Ash crew. What's
Absolutely.
up? 317.
And this is, of course, Adam from Audiodacity. And,
Yes.
and you guys just killed it on stage. And we were talking earlier to Ben and how much you guys are one of my favorite bands in town. And not just in town. I always say that because you guys are in town and I'm in town. But yeah, I think you guys are just a fantastic band. And the energy level you guys put off, I think, is exceptional. You don't see that from a lot of bands. And
Still one of my favorite bands.
There's something different about, there's something unique and special about Audiodacity that you don't get with every other.
So you were there that first year,
the
year FBE went and did the.
No, I didn't do
Birdies.
I didn't do
Wasn't it
the. I
Birdies,
didn't.
or?
Yeah, I didn't do the Battle of the Bands.
Battle of the
Battle of
Bands
the
of
Bands,
Birdies,
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't do it.
Man, that year you blew me away. We're doing the podcast in the background, Free Beer Express days, and you blew me away. I remember thinking, I don't want to leave here listening to you guys. And you guys came back and we did like a little interview, but there's so, I mean, you guys got a huge band with you. There's no way we could talk to all of you.
Yeah. We've actually shortened one. Shout out to Will Skirv, and it's his birthday today. Our buddy Skirv, he is doing some other stuff right now, but we still keep a piece of him with the band. So now
he's got the scurvy.
Yeah, Skirvin's got the scurvy. But yeah, right now we're running as a 5-piece. Last week we were in Wisconsin for the Mile of Music.
Yeah.
That was
How
fantastic.
was that? You like it?
I loved it. It's the closest I've ever felt to actually being a celebrity, like an actual rock star. 200 bands, like 900 performances, and for every show that we did, packed house, packed.
That's awesome, dude.
Like we sold out of CDs, we sold out of like mediums and larges of shirts and
shirts you never sell out of. Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
it was like our first runs, the gray models. We ran out of those, and just every show was crazy. Like our 11 o'clock show at Gibson Music Hall, filled to the brim.
Dude, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
So now, was that your first time there, or was the first time you were there actually the first time you're playing, or have you been there before?
We were at Short Branch. I think we did it like last year, and
Yeah.
then we did it a couple months ago because we had done previously at the Short Branch Bar, and I think it's Nina, that's close to Appleton. We performed there, and then the dudes from Mile apparently were there, and they were like, "We're gonna get you guys on."
Yeah, you guys have played there before, but have you played the Mile before?
No,
That's a different experience, right?
that it is
Completely.
totally
Yeah?
different. It's like the Olympic Village for musicians.
So there's a lot of fucking.
Surprisingly, yeah. Actually, yeah. I would not put it past you. You're talking about 200 bands, and they fit a huge portion of them in this hotel.
There's like an Olympic Village.
Pretty much.
Or Trojan sponsors it.
Yeah, and they keep all those right next to the hot tub and the sauna. They're seriously like there was one point that we were on our floor and we had the door open and we were just kind of pounding shots, kind of being loud. And so some of the people were like, "Oh, hey, what are you guys doing?" And
we're here to party too.
yeah, so we met other musicians and was partying with them.
Do you know who we are?
Yeah, and they were like, "Do you know who we are?"
We just sold out a show, and so did we.
You guys were
Oh,
amazing
man.
tonight, and I was out there watching you, and I was amazed.
Thank you very
You
much.
guys did a killer
You guys-
set as always.
You guys were awesome.
Yeah, we were definitely trying to think on what we wanted to play today that would really hit. So we kind of unveiled a little bit of the bangers that we've got. We kind of retooled one of our songs, Level Up. We've been kind of fidgeting with that one for a little bit. That was like the next to the last song, the real high intense bump, bum, bum. But
As the drummer of you comes out, he's got no other rhythm in it except for the bum.
I'm a drummer
But,
girl, though. I always
yeah.
go for the drummer.
that's right.
And That's when.
Hence why your palms are so sweaty while we
That's
shake
right.
hands. Yeah.
Mom's spaghetti.
It's all good. There it is.
You guys killed it tonight.
Thank you.
You guys got a new album coming out, or you're working on the new album. And
Yeah,
Ben, talk about the just the difference with all you guys have. You're all alphas.
Pretty much, yeah.
And
We're
which is
constantly butting heads like rams and stuff.
But you all still love each other, and that has to work too, because you can't all be alphas and not have that family, loving each other, and because it's not going to work either way.
That's very true. Like, we've been
and
friends
respect
for,
each other and respect each other's taste in the music, and
yeah,
you have a different style to bring in, right?
Yeah, everybody's got their own style. We've been friends too for 10 years. Most of us met when we were at Ball State and just on the third floor just jamming out, and then we realized, oh shit, he plays guitar, he does trumpet, they're marching band. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drum set. Let's go ahead, let's make this a real thing. I saw my set at the Muncie Music Store, and it was like, if you've seen Wayne's World when he sees the guitar, one day that will be mine.
Right.
I had that moment. It was so awesome.
Shit. So now,
Speaking of which,
were y'all at Follett?
Hmm?
Were y'all at Follett?
La Follette or La
No,
Follette?
we the Schmidt Wilson.
The Schmidt Wilson third
Across
floor.
the Schmitty
That
Will.
was the honor. That was supposed to be the honors dorms, right?
Yeah, but that's the one that didn't have any AC, correct?
No, but
No.
I looked into having a roommate that faked allergies to get a AC.
Good man, good man.
So this all came together in Ball State, really?
Yeah,
Chirp,
pretty
chirp.
Oh
much.
shit!
Chirp, chirp, everybody.
Nice.
Chirp, chirp.
Although, the funny thing is, we're
So
sitting
Dan-
there celebrating like we're alums. I'm pretty sure like Jason's the only one that actually finished, though. Yeah,
Good
so
job,
much pride.
Jason.
David Letterman,
Yeah.
friend.
Shit.
That's Jim Davis.
Yeah, he did. He did.
We
engineering.
don't claim Papa John's though.
No,
No.
we're not affiliated
no,
with
that's
Papa.
that's University of Kentucky there.
Are they still open? I thought they shut down already, but
No,
No.
they're still open.
They-
they just
They just got rid of Papa.
yeah.
Thank God.
They're just now called John's.
Uncle John's Pizza.
Actually, that would be
The
hilarious.
That would be great.
That's
actually,
a cracker's name I've ever heard. Uncle John's.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys got the good life in here.
I
It's
know.
like-
They
Is
got
that a
AC.
bad one?
Yeah, dozen Peavers already crushed. You got the Jim Beam in the freezer. That's
It's on the table now.
Yeah, it's on the table now.
Did somebody
Yeah.
say whiskey?
No. We got a little bit left.
That's some
if you-
bourbon.
Okay, you can drink whiskey.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it on with my A&W root beer. Shout out for A&W. Sponsor us.
We were just talking about being out there and watching you guys' show, and how I just the energy you guys bring out is amazing. And I love watching you guys just because everybody doesn't bring that energy level to a show.
how
Yeah.
to make a dark man blush.
Love
You know,
you
it's
guys,
funny.
man.
Cody's going to go back after this and hug his girl and cry and be like, we made it, baby. We made it. We finally made it.
We're on this show called The Blind Pig Confessions. We got to be making it.
$1,000
I say that
deals.
every night.
Yeah, what you guys got going on is pretty dope. Like being able to do this podcast and essentially take it wherever you want. Like,
Yeah, maybe we do.
Yeah.
No, we don't take it wherever we want. We take it wherever
Wherever
anybody will
wherever
listen.
have us.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
No, you guys, we've been listening to you guys for quite a while. I mean, hell, it's been five years that
Battle
I've
of
known you
Bands,
guys.
yeah.
How long you guys been together?
Oh, God, we've been longer together for 5 years now.
7.5.
we've been together, Jesus. So
Cody's like,
I mean-
no one's counting. It's just been 10,000 days.
Yeah,
Three,
yeah.
10,564 days and
Is that
13
outliers?
hours. Yeah.
I mean, really, I think Battle of the Bands at Birdie's was when I think I heard you guys
Yeah.
first. And man, I remember loving the show. We had a lot of fun back in the green room doing the podcast, Free Beer Express days, and
Yeah.
been listening to you guys ever since.
Throwback.
Yes, yes. Have you guys been going back to it ever since, or?
To Birdies?
Yeah, Battle of the Bands. I
No,
think that's
that-
all.
that-
That was only like
yeah,
2 or 3 years old,
that,
right?
That ended years ago.
Does that doesn't even still go on anymore, does it?
I don't think so. I don't think
They tried to do something different.
Mr. Dan
Yeah,
Snyder.
they
No, it was
did
like
something.
it was like acoustic singer-songwriter challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, even that was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't done anything for
Man.
a while. Yeah.
I guess I've been drinking
Yeah.
pretty heavily the
Yeah.
past few years.
Get with it, birdies. But
All
you
right, well,
guys,
I'm going to have to real quick dip out. I got a text message I got to go see.
oh shit!
A lady.
So, Yes, my lady got to handle some business. But, yo, shout out shout out to everybody listening to the podcast, Audiodacity 317. What's up?
What's up?
That's right.
Here, Cody. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you, sir.
So how's everyone's day's been so far?
Fantastic. We've been
Real
here
good.
since what? 2?
Two-ish.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, we had a pre-drink before, you know.
Yeah. Gotta
Yeah.
warm up for
Yeah.
the. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
important,
gotta
actually,
get
yeah.
the vocal tones.
Yeah, you got to tailgate.
Yeah.
Do you guys have to pre-game before the show, or do you pretty much
That's
don't
usually
have to worry about it anymore?
That's usually the night
or
before.
well, I was gonna say, did you? Yeah, you guys
No
started
comment.
last night. What I heard. That's what it sounds like.
Tonight I had to get a beer in me.
Yeah, I've been at the state fair every day since Monday for 12 hours a day, and I'll be
Oh, shit, I
damned if
forgot
I'm
about
not
the state
drinking
fair.
beer tonight.
What for?
I work for DNR, and we run
Oh,
the,
yeah?
the fishing
Right
pond
on,
behind
yeah.
the
Oh, nice.
DNR
Cool.
building. Yeah, there's a little plug for DNR. I'm not drinking beer, really. Sorry.
It's an A&W root beer.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Root beer.
So what do you guys? What's coming up with Audiodacity? What do you guys have going on? Besides, you guys are working on the album, but what do you guys? What's
Yeah, it's
what's the
7
goal?
years
What's
in
the
making.
future? What are you guys seeing?
No. This one's only in 3 years of making.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry.
Only,
so far.
yeah.
Yeah, the last one was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it took a while. That's a long story though.
Yeah.
We'll just no, we've got some shows coming up. We're playing the Peoria Blues and Heritage Festival. That's Saturday of Labor Day weekend. I think we're playing the night with
I don't know who's playing that night,
it's like
but I
Bunny
know
Guy,
that,
Robert
yeah.
Cray, Ben. I think we're the night of Ben Folds, Taz,
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Ben Folds.
There's some cool names
and
on that one. We're pretty
Roosevelt
excited.
Collier, Sun Stereo. Yeah, and then we're playing
That's
in
awesome.
Knoxville the weekend after. Then we don't have anything booked for the rest of the year.
Is
For
that
now.
for original?
That'll
For
happen.
now,
yeah.
for
Is
now.
that, yeah. I was gonna say,
Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll pick up some, like, typically when it starts getting colder, like when fall hits, we'll start slowing down on the gigs and then focus on recording because
So you
we're
gotta finish that album.
yeah,
at
we're
some point.
pretty close. We're, we
Please.
just gotta,
Please.
You got all the
get in
songs there, or are you just trying to put everything together, or what?
let's see. I think 10 of the songs are like 80% completion, and then there is, no, not 10. I think, is it 13?
How many songs are going to be
13.
those?
I think,
Yeah, it's 13.
yeah, there'll be 14 total. There's 13 that are about like 85% completion. It's got to go in and track solos on guitar and horns, and then there's one song that's just not started. Well, we've got a rough cut of it from a previous recording session, but we're trying to do everything through Azimuth now, just because of the
Azimuth, all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Ryan Atkins really understands their sound,
and,
so
and
we're
they're
just-
awesome there. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked a little bit before. Ben mentioned being you guys are all kind of alphas, but how do you guys do? Do you guys all bring stuff? Do you have someone bring a song to the table and then put the music to it together? Or, I mean, how does that work? Do you guys, or is it always different? I mean, how's that concept work?
It is
because
different.
you guys.
Yeah.
You said you guys are all alpha males, and
Today
you're
my
all
wiener's
bringing
bigger.
stuff to the table that you want. So I mean,
There's some songs that like we write together,
Yeah.
but lately, actually for the past few years, it's pretty much Ben or Adam write a complete song, and they'll have lyrics and they'll have a melody, and they have an idea of what it sounds like
Right.
in their head, so they'll come to us and we try to harmonize it. We try to put chords to the melodies that they wrote, and then once we suss out the form and we have the chord progressions down and the
You try to
forms,
jive with it.
yeah, and then we'll start sprinkling all
So
like
it just
the
keeps
hits and
building
the
and
stops,
building
the horn parts, and but it pretty much starts off with lyrics and melody.
yeah. It's just gotta be a fun process, I would think. But I mean,
Most of the time,
It is.
most of the time.
most of the time.
Most of the time. Yeah.
Because I'm kind of actually looking forward to the break because we'll actually have a chance to sit down and write music. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
it adds a whole another level of drive to us. You know, we're
Yeah.
so busy playing all the time, especially all these out of town shows. I mean, the
Yeah.
last 3 weekends in a row, we were either in Wisconsin or Chicago.
Another
Yeah.
Wisconsin music
It's
festival.
nice
is
to have
just-
some time to just sit and play for fun and practice and learn new tunes. And so
and also not
that'd
be on the road
nice.
with these assholes.
Yeah, he's you've never heard snoring until you've heard this man.
You guys were
Plead the fifth.
amazing, though. I mean, I was backstage, and I was like, I told Brendan, I was like, I haven't been backstage like this. And, you know,
Backstage passes.
He's like, yeah, I got you
felt
backstage,
cool,
baby
I
girl.
felt privileged. But you guys were amazing.
Thank you.
You guys were really good.
It's just, it's the energy. I mean, it's a different show that I don't think people can respect until they go to it and see it. And it's just an incredible band. I love you guys, man.
It takes a lot to get me to dance, and I was dancing.
Hey, all right.
She was grooving.
We
She
passed
was
the dance
grooving,
test.
yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So now,
Just the music just pumps you up. You just have to kind of.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't help it, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
how
so
can you just
I mean, even
stand
I
there?
kind of like bobbed a little bit, like,
Yeah, you were bobbing a little.
Hey, we'll take
You
it.
sure did.
We'll take
You
it.
did.
So now, DNR, where do you peruse this hunting season?
I actually I'm stepping into the hunting scene. I'm learning more.
Yeah?
I'm a sport fishing educator for the state of Indiana.
Okay, right on.
That's cool.
So yeah, I run sport fishing education
Yeah, the
programs
youth
throughout the state
program,
of
yeah.
my boss.
Awesome.
And, yeah, so we run the fishing pond behind the fair.
Awesome.
Best 17 days of summer. That's what we say.
do you
The
fly
long,
fishing?
long days. I'm working on fly fishing. I'm picking
Yeah.
it up. I'm a
Yeah.
big White River. White River's a wonderful place. Smallmouth bass. We don't have to talk about this.
Catch
It's-
a
don't start me talking about
All right,
fishing.
we'll talk
be
about this
here all
off
night.
here.
Yeah.
White River,
I grew up
you
fly
know.
fishing. That's all I do. So
White River, you catch a big turds, big mouth turds.
It depends on where you fish. Yeah. If you go downtown, yeah. There's a time we promote White River every year. We do
Yeah.
it's called a shoreline fishing trip, and we stop at public access sites all the way from Muncie all the way through Indianapolis, and I was out there
You stop
fishing.
just shy Indianapolis, right?
Like just Chevy Dam is where we stop.
Yeah, there
So-
you go.
So
All
right downtown,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was out there pre-fishing, just
Yeah.
try to find some good spots, and I almost stepped on a big human turd. Right, like you step like right under like Michigan, and there's like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
two homeless people
I
up
know
there
exactly
sleeping,
what
and
you're
they're
talking
like,
about.
"Hey man, how's it going?" I'm like, "Oh god."
Jesus.
Just fishing. I'm in my polo from work. Like, oh god. Yeah. Well,
It's going amazing.
yeah. Hey, White River's an awesome fishery. I don't care. Yeah, I'll fish by shit if I have to.
Yeah.
It's that good.
Just cut out that mud vein.
Great.
I'll leave it in.
All right, well, guys, awesome to have you guys on. But before we go, we want to talk about Kammy's Cause. So, what's it mean to you guys? Why are you here? I mean, this is a special event, but what's it mean to you guys?
Oh, it's just incredible. Like, actually, you talked about Battle of Birdies earlier.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually how
Yeah, that's
we
when I met
got
Jared and
involved. Was
Skids.
when we met
Oh,
Jared.
really?
Oh, really?
He came and like talked to us after the show, and he's like, "You guys have got to play this festival out there." We didn't know anything about it, and like I just remember going to the first one and releasing butterflies, and man, I was just in tears. It's an awesome event, and like the camaraderie of everybody there, and all of it's just like
pride.
one big family. It's great.
I think everybody's mentioned once the kids are on stage that the tears come, and
you can't
there's nothing you can do about it.
do you remember Bleeding Keys?
Oh, yeah.
Before
Yeah.
Jimmy moved to Oregon, I'll never forget that year. The Chinese Lanterns, and they did "Fix You" by Coldplay.
Yeah.
I'm just bawling the whole
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
That was one I got my parents to come to. My little brother came to that one too, and our whole family was just in tears watching the kennels. It's a really grounding experience, and
It is.
kind of
It's
teaches
really
you not
special.
to take life for granted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, now I need my sunglasses on. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for
Thank you,
having us
guys.
on. Yeah,
Love having you guys
Thanks
on.
a lot, guys.
I love you guys too.
We gotta
Cheers.
we gotta have you guys on
Cheers.
a full show.
Yeah, hit us up.
Right.
Like we pretty much have two. Like the next no.
Yeah, you're gonna be
September
you're gonna be off for a while. So yeah,
September 7th.
Yeah. So when
yeah,
they
we're
start
out there.
ignoring us, we know.
It's like we're busted now. Yeah, we got no excuse, dude.
Amen. Cheers.
Thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Hi, this is Mel from Alley's Ale House. Come check us out for the best local and craft beer selection in Hamilton County and the most amazing craft food on the north side. We've always got something going on, whether it be poker, euchre, live music, or DJ bingo. You can check us out on Facebook or on our website at bulletpinheads.com.
Aloha, Pastor Poi Mahalo. It's Cluck from the Jason and Cluck Show, and this is the Blind Pig Confessions here on the internet. www.whatever.
Hey, we're back at Kammy's Cause 2018. We just had a couple guys from Audiodacity, and Audiodacity been here for a few years, and because they're incredible, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
They're okay.
They're
Yeah.
they're an incredible band. It's one of my favorite bands to see live.
In Indianapolis, they're one of my
Great show.
all-time favorites.
Right. And they're here for a great cause, and they're here for a great cause because the guy we have with us, Mr. Jared Hiner,
he's okay too,
and his daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're here. And this cause is it's so incredible. It's such an awesome vibe that it brings to the city, I think. And Jared, just tell us a little bit more about Kammy's cause and why we're here.
Well, thanks for having me again, fellas. It's nice to see
thanks
you
for
all.
coming on.
Such sweet faces that I love looking at.
I hear that all the time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. First time I saw you after you shaved your beard,
You're like, who?
I legit was like, I know him, but I don't know his name.
Now I'm scared.
And then I was like, oh shit, it's Brendan.
Yeah.
It all made sense.
It makes you feel better. I see him like every week, and when he shaved it, I thought the same thing. Yeah.
Like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, still hope you put out.
Yeah, so Kammy's cause. My daughter's Kammy, like you said. And Cam has a very rare chromosome disorder called 4P minus. And so, 16 years ago when she was diagnosed, there was no funding or, really any help that was out there for these families that were dealing with children that had 4P minus. So we found a support group pretty early on. My mom did, and joined it, and it was the 4P minus support group. And it was a lot of emails back then. There wasn't it wasn't a website or anything. This was,
It wasn't a forum.
Yeah, it was like 16 years ago. I mean, you had like AOL Instant Messenger and stuff like that, I think. But
you had handles back then.
yeah, exactly. So a bunch of emails, man, and there was a lot of parents, because the information that we got was very bleak. She wasn't going to walk, talk. She probably wouldn't live past 1.
They gave you a pamphlet pretty much. And said,
Yeah, they gave us like a couple paragraphs,
Yeah.
and we're like, this is it. So we found all these other families, and they were like, well, that's not the case. Ours is 16, ours is 20, 25. So
That had to feel good.
it felt really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then it was like, okay, from the medical
Cool.
community, there was no hope.
Yeah.
From these people, there was hope.
Cool. What do I got to do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I noticed a support group. They really wanted to get into like funding research. They really wanted to expand and help all these other families out, but they just didn't have the money for it.
Yeah.
So we started doing Kammy's Cause 15 years ago. And first year we did it, we raised $1,000. And after last year, we're like at $385, I think. So we jumped up a little bit, between year 1 and year 14.
Yeah.
Well, a little bump.
So that's got to feel good, right?
We became the largest fundraiser in the world for 4P minus
See,
support.
that's what we were talking about earlier. We couldn't remember if it was the United States or if it was globally.
I say the world because I don't know of anybody else doing this anywhere else. I know in the
that's,
U.S.
I think that's what we were mentioning. I know it's the United States, but I don't think anybody else is doing it, so it's got to be worldwide.
Right.
So, yeah.
And we have families in the support group from the UK, from Ireland, from Hong Kong, and it's not in their areas. Now, that doesn't cover the entire world, obviously.
Right.
But it does,
But it's very easy to find a support group for Wolf-Hirschhorn Syndrome or for 4P minus.
Right.
There's like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as those go, I don't know of any funding coming to them from any country. So I always say the world makes me.
Now,
feel
are
a
you
little-
hearing?
there you go, yeah.
Every year you do this. Are you hearing? Are you starting to see more and more? Are you hearing stories from places you didn't hear about before? And
Oh, for sure.
And holy crap! We thank you. We had no idea. I mean, you have to hear this every year, right?
It's so a good example of that was the national conference for 4P minus was just a couple weeks ago in San Antonio, right? So it was their biggest conference yet. There were about 100 families that were there.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't make it, just financially.
Yeah.
We didn't have the means to get there. But all these families were there, so we had some banners printed up. Big white banners, it says, from all of us in the 4P minus community, thank you. And one of them has Hoosier Park's logo, and the other one has Fox Gardens. So Fox Gardens, our presenting sponsor, and we're here at Hoosier Park. So we sent them there, mailed them there, and all these families signed them. Thank you and everything like that. So we're going to present them to them tomorrow during like the family time.
That is so cool.
But looking at those signatures, like I said, it was Ireland. It was the UK. It was Hong Kong.
Right.
It was Australia. I mean, it was like all these different people signing, which countries they're from. And that to me was just
amazing.
It's like, oh.
Right.
Damn.
Everybody's
you know what I mean? Like it's
so
it
far
is spread.
bigger
Right.
than what you are. But the thing is, like, people here don't know what that even is. So, like, can you sit here and describe what?
Yeah, absolutely.
What it is for people that don't know.
4P minus, you got 23 sets of chromosomes, right, in your genes. And on the 4th chromosome, one of them is missing a piece. Like if it was my finger, they'd be missing like the fingernail. And so in some cases it's a pure deletion, which has different types of, I guess you could say, like, effects or side effects, right? But in Cam's case, like her 8th chromosome, it's so weird how the body works. Right. Her 8th chromosomes noticed that piece was missing and decided to give 2 of itself and put like a Band-Aid on this one.
Right.
So, but then you get the effects of having 3 of the 8th chromosome and only 1 of the 4th. So both of them have like their own thing. So it's, with these kids, that combo could happen with any of them.
Right.
And with no research or no funding, you know what I mean? You don't know, like, truly a diagnosis for your child and what to expect.
Yeah.
So through Kammy's Cause, through the money we've raised to fund these research programs, I mean, the latest that I heard was, like, they were in the process of narrowing down which part of that gene is responsible for the seizures, which is huge because these kids have a lot of seizures.
That's one big part of it, right?
And you would be able to tell when you map it, genetically, if they're going to have that seizure, defect or not.
Right.
Which would be very helpful to know.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
It's awesome.
It's not just cool, that's awesome.
Yeah.
When it's your own kid and they're going through that, it's huge.
Yeah.
So at what age did you know Kammy?
She was about 3 weeks old when they diagnosed her.
Oh, right on.
So we were in the NICU for 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
She was under 4 pounds, but she was full term. Wasn't breathing on her own. She was born at Hancock in Greenfield, and then got transported to St. Vincent and spent the next 3 weeks in the NICU at St. Vincent.
That's why you've been Fortville, Anderson area, right?
Right.
Yeah,
I've lived in Fortville for the past 22 years of my life.
Yeah.
Before that was McCordsville.
Yeah, so not far.
No.
Yeah.
Before that was
Hancock.
3 Fountains
Hancock
off Post.
all your life, right?
So I grew up street. I mean, don't get it twisted.
Street.
Oh my God. 3 Fountains on Post Road.
Shit.
I got some pretty good street cred from that.
Do you? I don't necessarily believe that, but all right.
How in awe is Kammy of all this? I mean, she's got to be more in awe every year, right? I mean, she's got to be.
It's the one thing besides macaroni and cheese that she screams about. Like, do you want to go? And it's just the most excited screaming, yes. But this year, so much more, because horses are her favorite. She used to
really?
That's how she learned to walk.
Dude, that's cool.
She did hippotherapy for 4 years, and she couldn't sit up unassisted when she started hippotherapy at 3 years old. Like, from a laying position, could not sit herself up. And after being in hippotherapy, where they do the horseback riding and all of that, she was walking, by the age of 6.
So who do you go through for the therapy?
Cool.
So with that, it was we
there's
found
a
out
couple
through the
places up
families.
north.
Yeah, there was. That one was Lucky Farms.
Yeah, right on.
Right up there. Is that Carmel?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where we went. Lucky Farms, love that place.
There's actually 2 up in like Carmel, Westfield area, right?
Yep, sure is. There's one in Westfield, a big one
Yeah.
too. So that's cool. We go back there sometimes, and they still have Cam, a big picture of Cam.
That's awesome.
Because they do that to some of their kids,
Yeah.
and to go in there and like see her still up there, like
She's
was a
got to
really
love
big
that,
success
right?
story. Yes. But yeah, that was because of the families. You know what I
Cool,
mean?
man.
Someone else had done that and was like, try this. And so through that networking, and that's why it's so important for us to fund it and to keep doing this. Looking out there tonight's a great night. We have great weather, great bands on stage. I wish there were, a couple thousand more people out there in the crowd getting rowdy.
But there will be.
But I think
it just keeps
tomorrow's
getting
gonna-
bigger and bigger,
Exactly.
and
And this is first year here.
First year here.
right?
So you got a lot of.
It's a new beast.
Audiodacity started out very few people out front. I mean, let's be honest. But by the end of their set, how many people were out there?
Yeah, they drew in quite a few.
And
that's chess, not checkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of visualize the scenario, and
Yeah.
I'm like, who do I put the lead off?
Yeah.
Who's my lead off
Yeah.
hitter that's going to get on base? And they did. It was so cool.
They hit hard.
They do hit hard.
They're cool.
And they
They're
get people
good band.
moving. They
Love
get people
'em.
dancing. I was talking to Ben Jarvis outside, and he was like, as long as we're alive, man, we're here. We're here. We're doing this. So
He's a good dude. He's
a great dude. And all of them feel that way, too.
We were kind of talking about Ben. He always sits with. He sat with us last year, and it's so funny because he's kind of a quiet dude.
He's so monotone
on here, but when he's on stage, he's just this electric guy. The whole band is so electric. It's a cool band you have to see live.
Yeah.
And Ben is that way. He's like, you can't get the same feel for him when he's sitting here talking. then he gets on stage, he just
He's a
opens up.
completely different
and,
person.
Yeah, he's just so awesome. The whole band is so awesome.
Switch you got,
and that's why they're here. Yeah, and it's just such a cool band. And everybody, I think all the bands you guys have here is not only that they love it, but the crowds love it, and they're all energetic bands, and they're here. The whole vibe is it's just incredible, cool. The whole atmosphere is awesome, and people are here because they want to be here, and it's just a vibe you don't get anywhere else. I don't think.
No,
you know, I mean, I just don't. I mean, you know, I've been in other, you know, not just charity-based stuff, but there's a cool, different vibe that you don't get anywhere else. I think you get here.
I think
and that's why I love being here.
I appreciate that very much, man. And I think that's what initially and still to this day keeps them coming back.
Yeah.
You know, especially the bands, you know, because all these bands play for free.
Yeah, they want to be here.
Audiodacy doesn't play
they
for
block
free.
it off to be here because they want the like Kammy's Cause. And we were talking to Zach, and some of the guys were like, you know, we don't plan 3 months. As soon as this is over tomorrow, we're gonna be starting to plan. And they said every month we talk about Kammy's Cause. Every month, you know, there's something we're gonna do until that next night. You know, so it's kind of cool. It's a year. It's not a 3 month planning. It's a year planning, and
for sure.
You're always thinking of something bigger and better. What are we gonna do next year?
Found something for 2018.
Yeah, 2019's already in the books, right? So right now you guys got a band that we were told was booked on by Anderson.
Racing and Casino. Yeah.
So what is it, Jameson?
Fighting Jameson.
Fighting Jameson. I knew it was something Jameson.
So they're from Boston. They played their St. Patty's Day show.
Yeah.
Back-to-back nights.
Kind of a cover band, but kind of Irishy.
Yeah, like Irish rock.
Yeah,
They get down.
Real cool. Yeah. From what we only heard one song before we came in here with you guys. Amazing.
Yeah.
They sound really cool. I'm sure they're drawing a crowd, obviously, because they've
got a pretty built-in
Hoosier Park
crowd.
says they bring a certain crowd into them. So that's got to be awesome coming into it.
I love it, man. And again, chestnut checkers, you know, throwing them on Friday night
Yeah,
instead
right.
of Saturday.
Yeah.
Just because I know, you know, night one for Kammy's Cause is always like the warm up. People get warmed up, ready for every other year Saturday.
Right.
This year, getting ready for Sunday. You know, so I think tomorrow with the ride coming in, with the family time, music starting at noon. There's no racing, so I mean, this entire place is all about Kammy's Cause.
That's what I was going to ask: is how is the ride? Obviously, the Legion, they all came into the. Is that going to still happen here? Are they be able to come in and?
Yeah, so you know, like the apron, the big blacktop outside of the concert venue, like right out in front of the horse track.
Yeah.
Okay, so
there's
they'll pull in from like the south entrance and ride right in front of the track.
Oh, cool.
And we'll all be standing there.
Nice.
So it's not like a driveway like at the park, but they're coming right.
But they're still
parading right in front of us and parking the bikes.
Now this year's a little bit different because normally you guys close everything down. Breaking Kings, right?
Breakdown Kings.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. We haven't played in a year, so I don't blame you.
Yeah, my bad. Has it been a year to the day?
We play Kammy's Cause.
That was the
our
last
one
time?
show a year.
Yeah.
So, but you guys normally end it, right?
Usually
this
us,
year
Audiodacity, or Twin Cats.
So this year it's
Josh Kaufman.
You're finishing
tonight,
Saturday night,
right, like we normally would.
Well, yeah, but now you got another night behind. Yeah,
dude, this year. Every meeting I've had, every person I've talked to, and we're talking about cause stuff. Yeah, I'm like, all right, so on Friday night we're gonna be doing boom, boom, boom. Saturday night we're doing, and they're like, wait, isn't it Saturday and Sunday? And I'm just like, damn it, I can't get away. 14 years of saying Friday and Saturday, I can't like wrap my mind around.
It's got to be hard for you guys, let alone everybody else.
Yeah,
yeah,
a little bit different.
But like we got talked to earlier, it's kind of beyond you guys now.
Oh, and it has been. It's been bigger than us and beyond us forever. You know, so
you got to look beyond that.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's got to feel good.
It does feel good, you know. And talking with a lot of the Hoosier Park staff tonight, I'm the worst critic for Kammy's Cause ever. You know what I mean? Just because I will pick apart every little thing.
Oh yeah.
We had 2 hiccups today. That was it. But I got really upset at myself about one of those because it was my fault. And you know,
this is the wrong color green.
Yeah. Bless Maria. She's like, Jared, I can't imagine how your brain is right now, so just forgive yourself for this one. And I was like, all right, fair enough. But talking with their staff,
now I got to know what these hiccups are because they're probably nothing, right?
I forgot to give her your names to get in the game.
Is that honestly it?
That was the
Oh my
God.
Yes.
Did I sent an email to these guys like, Jared Mayer forgot to put our names in. I did because I was like, because he is scrambled. and this is a new venue. I said, so just play it by ear when we get there, and we'll get in. And so I did say that because like he's probably forgot.
If honest to God, that's one of the hiccups.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
so happy to be a part of that.
I had to chase down. I had to chase down like
Forgot about the pigs.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be a part of that.
If that's your one hiccup, you're fine.
All right, I'll take that.
I mean, that's almost like I forgot the tapioca pudding sculpture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, talking to Hoosier Park staff and hearing things through my people that have talked to Hoosier Park staff, they love it. You know, I've heard from the VP of Marketing, Becky Young, tonight twice. She's like, this is the least amount of work we've ever had to do for an event. She's like, your crew is amazing. So proud, man.
And they all want to be more part of it.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, we've had so many of them come in here and be like, we don't know what to do.
we're really overstaffed right now.
It's a good problem to have.
It is. I'd rather have too many people than not enough.
But these are all people that care about you.
Exactly.
They
wanna
care
be
about
here
the
anyways.
cause.
They're going to be here anyways.
Yeah.
If we got too many people, they're going to get cut. They're going to change their crew shirt so they can go drink and hang out in front of the bands. And
Yeah, we've heard that too.
Oh, my no drinking rule this year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not a lot of fans of that.
No, but they respected it enough to say, okay.
Yes.
It was great
They're
too.
good
We came in and
they brought 3 different shirts this year.
Yeah.
Jared fixed everything. We got in and then we were pulling it all in together, and we came in. The guy was screwing with us because he fixed
he's
everything.
fun. Yeah,
so then he
he's
goes,
cool.
"Who's behind you?" Griswold. It's our security. He goes, "I'm going to screw with him too." So he messed with him.
He did. I pulled up. Security, huh? I just automatically started laughing.
Anybody knows Griswold knows he can't be security. He's a big teddy bear.
But again, it's
He gives good
the
hugs.
atmosphere
He
and
does.
the vibe and the energy. It's awesome, man.
And like, talking about, you know, the Hoosier Park people, they just keep giving us so many compliments, you know what I mean? And when we first started these meetings, they approached us last year, a month before Kammy's Cause.
Oh, really?
And wanted to do it here last year.
Oh, wow.
But it was a month out. You know, we had everything planned.
Wow.
Everything was in the books. Everything was locked in, paid for. We couldn't make the jump. So then we started meetings immediately after Kammy's Cause up here. That went for months and months and months. Well, then they were getting bought out by Caesars, right? So they were playing a waiting game, you know. So we got delayed a little bit, but we've had so many meetings here. And initially it was, all right, well, we have the space, and we're happy to just let you have the space, you know, free. And you guys come in and just do your thing. We'll be hands off. We'll keep an eye on you from above. So the more people that we had meetings with, and the more I talked about Kammy's Cause, and we talked about Kammy's Cause and explained it, next meeting we'd go to, you know, we're with marketing, and they're like, all right, so we need to do this. You know, then you got food and beverage that are like, we can handle this. And it went from like, you do your own thing to, okay, no,
We got it.
we got you.
That had to go from like a little semi, haha, you're funny, to like ear to ear.
I started
yeah?
asking for ridiculous shit just to see if they would say no. I really did.
Nice.
I sent an email because like Becky will like number everything from the meeting, and then, you know, we give updates to those numbers, and there were like 30 numbers, right? So then I responded, and at the bottom I said like number 994, you know, just being sarcastic. I said, how much of a pain would it be to change the casino in your logo to a K? And they legit emailed back. I sent that at like 11 o'clock at night. I got an email at like 11:45, and it was like, this is not a bad idea.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, God.
Well, then maybe next year that would be that's awesome,
Right?
man. I mean,
At least like the
that is
digital
awesome.
marketing and stuff. You know,
This
like-
is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That had to be like, oh,
That's
Jesus,
telling
you're
you-
behind this.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I was like,
that's
okay,
telling you you're
we
legit.
asked for everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have something that's legit.
Thank you.
Can I get a bowl full of nothing but brown M&Ms?
Well, all right. So tonight we had like a snafu with our food vendor for back here for the bands, right? It was pretty disappointing. And so we asked them for like some, you know, paper bowls or plates or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Just we didn't have anything. We were like, hey, can you guys hook us up? So then they went up to Ryan Snyder a little bit after that, and they said, hey, we will cater your bands tomorrow, and we'll bring something new down every hour. So again,
joke.
they've
That's
got to
right.
be.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they've got to be in so deep already.
Hell yeah.
The stage, the security,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
housekeeping.
I mean,
Yeah,
security, let's just, outside of everything else, security alone, they're paying how many people?
There's quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far
Yeah.
as I've
And there's,
noticed.
there's Anderson Police here. There's
Yeah.
and they all bought Kammy's Cause hats. I don't know if you've seen them, but
Yeah,
like
I
every-
have, yeah.
yeah.
And shirts.
Yeah.
Most of them are in Kammy Cause shirts.
Yeah.
So on top of that, they provided a stage.
Yeah.
Provided the venue.
Housekeeping, marketing.
I mean, there's some booze floating around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They got
These
bars
are good
open, they got
people.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
They've been. I thought it was going to be cool. I was very nervous. I don't know. They just made it super easy.
Yeah.
And just made us feel welcome and that what we cared about was important to them.
It
Yeah.
was.
And they started caring about it more and more,
obviously is.
month after month.
Yeah.
And
Obviously is
yeah,
important
like
to them. Because
like
they're
earlier
taking it
today.
on.
Yeah, earlier today we had all the families here early, like 3:00. So as soon as they got here, they had barn tours, going back to the horses, checking those out, private tours. They got to ride in the starting cart rides. So they were in the truck that was leading all the horses all night tonight. You know, kids got to go in there. All the jockeys came in, did a meet and greet, gave them signed T-shirts. Like everything they were doing was just all for the families, you know. And they're like, "Oh, we can do this now." They did the carts for a cause. So originally it was like 18 and up, but then some of the 4P minus kids really wanted to do it. Camden, Talon, you know, my nephew, and so they're like, "Okay, we'll do it." And then I heard back from them, the guy that owns the horses was getting a fee for letting them use his horses for those rides. And then once all like the 4P minus kids got in there and did those, and he met them, he said, "Give it to them."
No way.
Yeah,
That's
like,
awesome.
He knew it was a charity, but
That's
then he
cool.
actually got to meet the kids and was
And
just
he was like, "Yeah, I can't."
gave Cam the reins,
awesome.
and she was kind of leading a horse, and he
No
was helping
way.
her, and
Oh,
it
man.
was
That's awesome.
that's what those kids do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why the vibe here is the way it is, because
Yeah.
that's how those kids are.
It was hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
guy was just
They they
They-
come around and you just want to be around them, and they make you feel like you are the most important person in the world every time they talk
well,
to
and
you.
you're part of
hug
something
you.
that's bigger than yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and everybody has said that, Jared. Everybody had sat down with us and said, as soon as you say, you know, why you're here, it's the, you know, they talk about the tears when the kids get up
Oh,
on
yeah.
stage. And
Yeah.
it's like, that's, you know, that's it. I mean, I'm going to be here every year. After seeing that the first time, you can't not be here. And it's, I mean, there's nothing like it.
Right.
And it's, you know, you can't help yourself. And, you know, everyone said, get your sunglasses because if you're a man, because you're going to be crying, and just deal with it.
Absolutely, you are, and it exposes a very human side of you.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like in this society, in this day and age, that's a part of you that is often covered with layers and layers and layers of,
Yep.
you know, rock and everything else. You know,
Yep.
because it can be pretty brutal out here. So,
Yeah.
people are very.
Standoffish.
Yes, or careful to
Oh,
open
there-
up.
yeah.
To open,
you know,
yeah.
and like you don't have a choice.
But you gotta say
You're
you're
not in
here
control of
to
it.
be human, and it is everybody's feeling the same thing, and
right,
you know, and yeah,
and at that moment, everybody there, it's like this one continuous feeling that goes, you know, all the way.
It's like a big wave.
It is.
in the stadium.
It really is, man, and it's tangible. You can actually feel it. Your
Yeah.
hair stands
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
well, yeah.
You feel it. It's, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
and
really
that's,
cool.
everyone's
to-
like, yeah, and then we'll be back next year, and there's no way we're
Yeah.
gonna miss this because
Yeah.
it's just that.
Last year we came in on the tail end of it.
Yeah,
And,
we felt there was like,
oh, yeah.
man, there's no way I
Yeah.
can.
How do we not be a
wanna
part
be
of this?
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
Good
I gotta ask one quick question. I mean, obviously your daughter's favorite band can't be you. who is she most excited
Of
about?
course. Music wise, well, she went home a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
She had a long day.
Well, yeah.
I would say music wise, tomorrow it'll be maybe the Twin Cats. I'd probably have to go with Twin
Good
Cats.
call. Good call.
Because she's a dancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, this is their 14th year.
Yeah.
Out of 15.
Really?
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
They missed one.
We had to talk about this earlier. Who is the most has
Tenured?
come back? Yeah,
Jen
tenured.
Chris has
There
been
you go.
here for a
Yeah.
long time, but
Yeah, Jen I think is at 12. Twin Cats are. I mean, I have played every single one of them.
Well,
not with Breakdown Kings.
Beside you, I mean, obviously you're not her favorite.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
But it's Twin Cats.
Yeah.
They're at 14. I think Jen's at 12. Blue Moon Review I think is at 12.
oh wow, Nice.
Wow.
I think you're good.
Chad Mills was over 10.
Oh really?
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's some really
That's
good
awesome.
people.
You've had
Yeah.
good people
Yeah.
for a long time.
Thank you. I thought so too.
I mean, besides you, I mean, obviously.
Were they not? Were they not?
I just feel like, I feel like
They're
every year we have a stacked lineup.
You do.
But this year, I'm geeked about, man. I mean, I think tomorrow's lineup is, tonight's going to be a lot of fun. I got to get out and I got to get on the
It's
stage here in a
already
few.
been
So this year, but you had to be really selective.
Very.
This year, you
15
went
year
from a
15
lot
and-
more hours down to
A lot less stage
Yeah,
time.
so
Yeah.
you had to be a lot more selective. So this year, you cram-packed full of people that you guys wanted to see here.
Right.
So that's awesome.
People I actually sought out, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I had to tell, it sucks telling people no that reach out to you and are like, we want to play. Like, they want to donate their time. They want
Everybody does.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it sucks having to tell someone
Yeah.
no. Like, we're booked. I can't put
I'm
you
sorry.
on, you know?
I love you guys, but I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's a good problem to have, though, like you said
Yeah,
earlier.
exactly.
Well, brother,
No
man,
doubt.
congrats.
Yes.
Love you.
Yes.
Love
you
the
guys.
cause. Thank
Love
you
you
very
all.
much.
Yes.
Love
If
you
you
guys.
have
God
us,
bless
we'll
Cammy
be
and-
back next
yeah.
year. And
You guys come back tomorrow?
I will. We're not
you-
recording, but we'll be here.
he'll at least be here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be here or not.
Everybody's gone.
Yeah, family
Pat's
wise.
taken off to Vegas
you
for
were
pool
saying that.
championships, and
But at least some of us will be here tomorrow.
Playing in it?
Playing?
In the pool championship.
yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah,
that's Pat.
is.
Oh, Pat is.
Pat
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
He just took off. He's got to get the plane. He's
Yeah,
taking off.
he's going to
He's
play
in
at
it.
like
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was here for like 5 hours, but then
Yeah.
he was gone.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, fellas,
though.
thank you.
Yes.
I love you all very
Thank
much.
You,
Thank
sir.
you for
Love
being
you,
here.
man.
Brother,
Jared,
man.
Griswold,
absolutely.
Once again, thank
nice
you.
seeing you. You
I'll
guys
be
be
here
good.
if you want to arm wrestle because I've been working out.
Because she's been working.
Cheers.
Hey, this is Jim Boros from the Backstep Brewing Company in beautiful downtown Crawfordsville, and you are listening to Blind Pig Confessions.
Hey-o.
Hi-yo.
Running out the night at Kammy's Cause 2018.
We had a fun time.
As always.
Fun evening.
It's always, I mean, it's just, the vibe is just so energetic, and it's not even the bands, it's just everything, right?
Yep.
No, we had a good time with the bands, but
All the-
I think the
We
whole
hit-
vibe here is
did you?
different. Oh, I did have. I did have.
That's another show, Cowboy. Let's not talk about that right now.
I'm trying to push you guys out quicker than what the bands can come in. You know what I mean?
That's what I hear. All right, this is a family show.
All right, so we're quitting.
No.
I mean, one crave case later, I don't know, probably 2 cases of PBR and some
bourbon.
some bourbon later, and the night is over.
And, yeah, well, it's not over.
It's not over.
Clark,
I don't know what to say.
help
about
us
that.
out, Griswold. Come on. Anyway, all right. So,
Everybody was amazing.
No, tonight was a good night.
The vibe from
Talk-
people is real
you-
awesome.
don't. She just covered the
For-
mic.
for a great cause.
She goes. She talked and then she covered the mic.
But here's the thing: the whole night she keeps going. I would be really good.
I know,
on a
she said,
microphone.
"I'm gonna have
I'd
my own
be
radio
really good about
station."
it. Yeah, I'd
And then
I'd
the
like
mic's
to
in
have my
front
own
of her and
commercial.
nope.
And then she doesn't want to be anything a part of it. We try to give her a spotlight. God love you.
And I'm saying amazing.
Amazing.
They were.
They were.
Amazing.
The whole night was a good time.
No, not everybody. Some people sucked.
No.
There was
everybody-
some
no.
sucky stuff all over.
Who?
No, I'm kidding.
Like who? Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, this is an amazing event, man.
Pa-
I don't want to.
Polly G.
I don't want to ever not do this event
Yeah.
No, we've had a good time tonight.
because I don't even care about the summertime. There's always there's too many beer festivals now, but I want to do the charity based stuff. But not even just that, just this one because it's just such a cool vibe and such a cool event, and it means so much. And Kammy's Cause. I mean, you can't even wrap your head around everything that it means to
Yeah.
everybody in the city and everybody that knows.
I
You
couldn't.
know what I mean?
I couldn't imagine.
Jared's such an incredible guy, and his daughter is so incredible, and that's why we do this 15 years later.
It's funny, when I was going through graphic design school way back in the day, I had a buddy of mine that was doing the posters and everything for them back when we were in school.
Mm-hmm.
I remember thinking, what is Kammy Cause? What's Kammy's Cause, you know? And now I know, I'm thinking, you've been a part of this for that many years. And he's still the guy. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I've known him for a long time. But that's been going from this many years.
Yeah, and you see the love obviously from Jared, but you see it from everybody else.
Yep.
All the bands, they sit in front of us and, what the hell?
I'm glad you called her out on it.
Shit. For fuck's sake. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm
You're
sorry.
ruining the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot my purse over here. My satchel.
I was trying to be very. I had a tear coming, but now it's gone. For fuck's sake. I hate you.
I hate you, but love you at
I
the
do.
same time.
You're an awful person, sir. I'll love you later. But
love you a long time.
anyway, no, this is such an fuck.
Nobody wants to hear this shit.
Oh, me so kinda horny.
Move on, boys. Move on.
Okay.
We were trying to. Then you bent over the.
It's your fucking fault.
You derailed this whole ending.
Yeah, hope you feel good about yourself. She now found it, apparently.
Give me that fucking whiskey.
Thank God. What time does Quality Inn start serving breakfast?
All right. So, the most amazing event in the city all
Yes.
year is Kammy's Kause. You feel it from everybody that sits here, all the band members. You feel it because they want to be here, and they all said they block it out every year. Because it means that much to them, and it means that much to us. And I don't ever not want to be here.
Yeah.
So
this is my first year coming with you guys or coming here.
But you can feel it though, right?
Yes.
Mine too.
It's
I feel it.
it's something about the atmosphere for this event.
Yeah.
Makes you want to come back
But
year after year.
It is. I mean, you all the guys, everybody in here has such got a good vibe, and you can tell how much they want to be here.
Yep.
And how fun they're having. I mean, the breakdown kings are coming on.
I think we need to get out there.
We need
and
to go
listen
listen to Breakdown Kings because it's Jared and
Yep.
it's Breakdown Kings and fucking A. Let's do it.
Go.
Let's do it. Thank you guys for listening. Love it. Listen to Kammy Kause.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Hey, we're back. Kammy's Kause 2018. We're back again. We thought we were done. We're not done.
Bloomington, Indiana. You said that like with a question mark.
Oh, no, I've been there many times and I like it. I've been on WFHB.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Hey, so who are we talking to?
Kelly Zullo.
Kelly Zullo. She just played the set at Kammy's Kause, and this is you said your first time and from Ohio, right?
Yeah, I live in Columbus.
So you played the acoustic set in between shows, right?
That was me. I'm having a weird deja vu right now.
And deja vu. So this is a first time.
Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh my God, and you said that too. It's so
No!
How do we break it? Break it.
But you're amazing.
Somehow, how much acid were we dropping, or were you dropping?
Unless it was in the air and they made me inhale it, then none.
Then none.
Maybe there was a mist that I walked through.
Yeah. It's not your fault. It's ours.
No, it
Well,
didn't
we
take
need to relive that
anything
somehow.
to be-
So who's got the acid?
It didn't take anything.
I drive
to be
so
cool.
crappy with acid.
Because she was cool enough.
that's like the one thing you don't do driving is acid.
Yeah, I like my van. I don't want to
Disagree.
Wait a minute, you have a van. What kind of van do you have?
So you
Vangina.
I'm one of those tiny house kind of people, but
Oh,
I have a
Nice.
house too. I spent like a lot of energy transferring into a living space.
Oh, sweet.
So,
No shit.
That's awesome.
and I'm always renovating it because it's harder than you would imagine. It's not square. It's like renovating an egg that moves and sweats. You know,
It shouldn't be.
it's a challenge.
So you have a van because we've been talking about the past year or so going to Vanity.
Vanity.
That sounds
Bannon.
familiar. Isn't that where a bunch of people really like their vans?
Yeah, this was like a huge thing in the '70s, and we thought it died
Yeah,
out. But
Bannon,
they just did a documentary, and it's still alive. And
saw that.
and we have to go. We have to go.
Do you guys have
It's a
van?
must.
No, we don't. But that's
you do.
What's getting ready to
Yes, you
happen.
Don't.
Well,
don't
I
lie.
do. I do
You
have a van.
Don't be ashamed of the caravan, cowboy.
I'm not ashamed of it at all. I just never think of it because it's my wife's van.
He does, but we're gonna get a cool van though. But no,
Yeah.
it's a must.
A Dodge Grand Caravan is not a cool van.
No,
If
but
you
it's
paint
all
it
you need to
like
get
pink
in
or
is a
something.
van. But it'd be so awesome. But we gotta do it.
It depends. You could just paint it really cool, and then it's
Yeah.
like, it cancels out.
Yeah,
and it's a caravan.
Ashley would probably not
Yeah,
like that.
she
If we
probably
painted
hated
that
it.
van.
They're a bunch of
So
PBR
we
painted
should
on the side.
probably get our own van. But
do like a Van Gogh. Do something really
Yeah.
unexpected, like sophisticated. You know, like
I feel like that's like an overplayed thing.
yeah,
though.
maybe not
no,
sophisticated.
too much compensation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
like
just
Mona Lisa or something. No.
like a drunk Mona Lisa would probably we'd have
And then
to
you could
do
call
or-
her Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
There
like
you
the
go.
van thing.
Mona
Yeah.
Lisa's definitely moaning in this.
Mona
Oh,
Lisa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're coming with us next year.
Uh oh.
So Kelly, what? How did you get to? How did you come to Kammy's Cause?
I'm addicted to traveling, playing music, and sleeping in casino parking lots. Actually.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
So
Well, as long as you're addicted
that's
to
like
it,
the,
it's
that's
okay
like the
then,
fifth
yeah.
time we heard that tonight.
Yep. I've been playing music for many years, and I've come to Indianapolis many times. That's why I was like, oh, Bloomington, yay.
The fact that you knew Bloomington, Indiana, not just Bloomington, Illinois, kind of
I know
baffles
that one
me.
too. Yeah, I'm
Yeah?
a travelaholic, and played in Indianapolis many times. And I know I met the guy who books a venue. He was helping book this, so he just asked me. He's like, "Do you want to come do this?" And so I was like, "Yes."
Maybe.
No, that's the only response that I know is.
Do they serve
yes.
cheeseburgers?
That's the only response you know is yes.
To say no, it has to be like, "Will you come and get my wallet that fell into a pig
Right. you
mud
can't-
pit, and the pigs are really hungry, and
You
they
can't
might
say
eat
no.
you," and I'd still be like,
Right.
"I maybe."
I'll try.
Right.
No,
Would
but-
you like to come to this event where they like to beat children?
Right. You can't say no.
But now this is a really awesome event, so it wasn't hard to say
It
yes to
is.
it. But I'm just saying I have a personality of
Of
always-
not
is.
saying no.
But you have more.
Yes.
You have more than
Yes.
personality. You have talent.
Yes.
That's where we're.
See,
Yes,
getting
yes.
I'm just programmed to say
Exactly.
yes. Yes.
So is there a difference between the scene here and in Columbus? Is there a difference? Or is there, I mean,
Well,
you like coming here?
so my life started in a small town in New York State, and then I moved to Nashville for a decade or so, which was the heaven of
Music.
life. Yes, and
Yeah.
I had an amazingly heavenly experience with music there, and so I have moved around and lived.
So
in
you went to the devil,
It's-
Columbus, and
Actually, I lived in Cleveland, and that's how I ended
Oh.
up.
You
in,
sold your
Columbus.
soul.
No, I just
So-
was antsy, and I wanted to see the world and try to live in different cities. So, but yeah, there's every city is just different, and there's
It
good
is.
things about everywhere.
So
Yeah.
where's your inspiration? What's your inspiration? Let's hear your.
Don't know how to answer that question.
You can do it, girl. Think of the first thing. that
Just
comes to your head.
sitting and feeling really peaceful,
But what makes you feel like that? Who makes you feel like
quiet, nothingness. I have searched the whole world, and all I want is nothing to do.
I love that.
I agree, but nothingness correlates with tacos for me.
But then I say yes to
Tacos
everything.
are good.
What?
I love tacos.
But what if you put nothing in the taco?
Then it's
Oh.
not
Well,
a taco.
nothing in the tacos.
It's a naco,
No,
which
nothing
is
in
like
a,
a nacho.
no, nothing in a taco is just a shell.
It is just a shell.
You ever
It's
thought
nothing.
that nachos were named after tacos with nothing in them?
Nachos.
Naco.
Now I had to
It's a
go home.
naco.
Thank you.
It's definitely a naco.
I want to thank you for that, but I don't. 'Cause now,
Sorry.
now it's going to cause endless nights of drinking.
Sorry. That's kind of what I do.
Yeah, that's gonna cause endless
I'm
nights of
a-
drinking.
Hey,
That's gonna do
yeah,
it.
go fuck
I'm
yeah.
a
yourself.
blessing.
Yeah, because
and a
before that,
curse.
yeah.
I'm a blessing and a curse.
But
I mean, you're
an
you're in a shirt
inspiration.
that's like a Twilight Zone of coffee.
It's from the Alice in Wonderland, right?
Exactly.
Dallas in Wonderland. or-
Alice.
Oh.
Alice. You know the
So I have this. So just.
Okay, then you take
okay,
you
okay,
take the
I
lead
will
on
take
this.
So like
Talking to the mic.
I will. I will.
No, you won't.
But
So should you drink it when it says "drink me"? Is that what you're wondering?
absolutely.
So are you more of a red pill
But-
or a blue pill person?
But
And I'm colorblind. I'll take all the pills.
if you
Just
can
gi-
go to any
Just
art-
put 'em in my hand.
Let's put them in my mouth.
any artist, anyone who you've ever been inspired by, who would it be?
Say the Grateful Dead. Just say
The Grateful Dead.
This will end all the punishment for the rest of the night.
The Grateful Dead.
Thank God.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yes, and she means it. I know. Anyway.
Are you guys on Stitcher?
Actually, I think we are now.
Cool.
We are. Yeah.
I'll listen on my way home.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Okay, I drive for hours and I'm searching for things to listen
So,
to.
okay. So, let's talk about your music. You're from Ohio and you're here, but where do you go? Why do you do it? And you know, just give us a feel for you and what you do.
I'm a finger-picking guitarist and singer and songwriter.
Do you play banjo?
I don't have a banjo, no, but I
would
do
you
sort of
love
a
to?
banjo technology or
I would
technique.
love to have banjo and pick it.
So you play with all fingers, right?
Yes, you have these nails.
Yeah,
and
I did earlier. Yeah, that's why I asked.
Creepy.
Yep.
Yes.
They're not creepy.
They
They're-
used to be. I used
They're
to have
very
them.
well manicured for being picking fingers.
But
Yeah, that's because I just got them fixed yesterday.
But that's a
Oh,
unique
yeah?
But yeah,
they
that
have to get
is
them
a-
fixed every week.
I was gonna say they have to be done quite often.
They know me very well there. Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
it takes. I practice a lot. I don't know.
So now, do you play anything but the acoustic guitar?
I play all kinds of things, but I'm
Dobro, by chance?
No, I don't have a dobro. I have an electric and a bass and drums. And actually, when I do my full show, I play the bass on these foot keys. that
Yeah.
are like an organ thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I didn't bring that because it's.
So you
5
play
cents.
other things besides stringed instruments, which surprises me.
Yes, I used to play the saxophone too.
That doesn't surprise me as much as you'd think.
I know a lot
Most
of people.
guitarists I know started out on saxophone.
Really?
Is everything solo? Do you do any band stuff or?
I don't have a band right now. I did a long time ago, but I would like to have a drummer again.
Many, many moons ago.
Is it because you just want to do your own thing?
Well, it became easier. I made more
Yeah.
money, and
Do what you want. and
I
do-
learned how to just do everything myself.
Yeah.
And
Kind of
so-
alpha.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of like I grew up an only child, so I live in my own head. And it's hard to communicate ideas to people and then wait for them to do them and then feedback.
And when they don't do it the way you want.
But
it's
you
like,
did
eh.
what you had
Yeah,
to
that's
do.
hard, and it's hard to tell them you didn't do that the right way.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really working on that.
But
Yep.
you know what, girl? I can play a mean cowbell.
She
I thought you were
has
gonna say a mean
And
casserole.
No,
I
listen,
am
she has
just putting
30
it out
cowbells.
there. I'm
Do you
putting
have a
out-
cow?
No, but I have cowbells.
I thought maybe
and
that's how it started. You just started.
I am putting it out there. If you need me, I'm here.
All right.
That's all I'm
See,
saying.
I already got one band member.
I did see an ad on Craigslist for looking for a cowbell player. So
It said they already had one, but they need more cowbells.
yeah.
29 more.
Oh shit. Anyway.
I'm glad you think we're joking.
I'm not joking.
So have you been interviewing people all day?
Oh yeah.
They come
yeah.
up the stage and
too
they
long.
come-
Yeah.
So you're kind of burned out.
No.
They're
No,
just-
it's
they're
not.
just
No.
kinda-
yes.
You were like, you're like, oh, we get to go home. Ah, who's this?
No, they're
No.
no, they're just kind of stupid. Like, they don't.
I'm glad this is the first time you're here.
I'm just over here in Switzerland. Just gonna start wearing the Swiss flag everywhere.
No,
I
we
go.
love this. This is.
I really wish
this
you
is one
would.
of our favorite events we do, and no, we love this. Kammy's Kause is amazing. So
It's a
it was
good
cool to
vibe.
see someone from Ohio to come here because we'd never seen that before. So I love having you on here. We didn't think we were going to be able to. We thought we were done.
Do you guys just bring your mics to like
No,
events
he's
and
just
stuff?
a dick. So
Everything.
I'm just flipping him
To
off
everywhere.
because he thinks he's cool, but he's really not.
He's pretty cool.
He's
No.
alright. He
He's
really
really-
is.
he's
You guys
not.
look pretty cool when you walk in. You got
He's cool, but
a lot
I'm
of
like way
stuff
cooler.
here.
So like, if you want to get
The only
into
thing cool about us
something,
is we have beer.
see, he's
No.
that's what he has to offer. See, I have.
This is where that whole
way more.
nothingness thing could come into play
Yeah.
for you.
There you go.
This is that whole Kurt Cobain thing where I'm cool because I don't have anything.
But they don't like Kurt Cobain.
So where are you going? What's going on? Where are you going to next? What do you have coming up? Do you record? What's going on with you?
I'm diving back into recording, and I'm working on opening a publishing kind of company thing.
Oh, really?
Where I'm pitching songs to TV and music because I love traveling, but it's a lot. I have another thing going on at home and like a side business. Anyway, we don't have to talk about that. It's boring.
No,
it's not.
I build
It's totally not.
All right, so I build bunk beds.
That's awesome.
So wait a minute.
Oh, are you serious?
I am serious.
Time out.
You build bunk beds. No, that's not boring at all. That's awesome.
No, time out. I've got $2. I'm getting ready to buy bunk beds.
Oh.
I need bunk beds.
Okay,
actually.
so it's called, because I lived in Chicago. Here's the story. All right, so I'm like, I used to live in Nashville, and then I was like, I got this antsy bug. I've moved all over the United States, and I lived in Chicago, and there was no space, and I didn't have a lot of money either, so that didn't help. But I learned how to build loft beds because I needed some room. My mattress took up the whole room. So the business is called Chicago Loft Bed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
Chicago
so cool.
Loft
But it's like bunk beds. I build bunk beds. I just say bunk beds because nobody knows what a loft bed is.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
But anybody that's ever lived by Chicago or in Chicago is like, hell yes, I need this.
Right, and then they go to my page and they're like, hey, I'm in Ohio. And they're like, she confuses me. But yeah, they're really sturdy. We build these like staircases next to them, and we make them fit your room. So it's kind of a unique service where it caters to your room. And I also consult people about it. So it's not like you're just buying a piece of furniture that may or may
You're
not
not just buying a
fit.
random bunk bed.
You know, it's like a different service is not available
But
anywhere else.
You could totally, like, whatever somebody's space was allowed, you could totally succumb to that.
It's not like
You
the
could make
Step
it
Brothers
work.
bunk bed.
Yeah, so,
You
you
could
know.
make
It's
it
held
work.
by hockey sticks and wood glue.
No, okay. But yeah, it's pretty popular, and because I'm doing that and it's going well, I was like, well, now I can afford to do something else, and so I'm working on pitching my songs and to movies and TV and that kind of stuff.
So next question.
Movies and TV. Time out.
Do you love Grateful Dead?
No, not really.
Thank God I knew I loved you! Bunk beds and
Okay.
Grateful Dead, I love you.
Question number 2. Do you love Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He just lost me.
He's really talented. He's
Yeah.
He's got the passion and the skill, which is hard to find those two.
He's got the passion and the skill for not having any skill and a small dick.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah. What? What?
I don't know. I just didn't want her to win.
I mean, I like him. Sorry.
Grohl's badass.
But Grateful Dead's kind of boring to me.
Okay, we'll work on that, but Dave Grohl's badass, and we can go from there.
Everybody has a
nobody would
redeeming
know
quality.
who Dave Grohl was or wasn't for Nirvana. Nobody would know who the Foo Fighters were. Nobody.
No.
Nobody would know
Everybody
who they were
would know who Dave
because
Grohl
it's
Because Dave
just
Grohl-
a boring band that
Dave
Grohl's
nobody
one
would
badass.
know who the hell they were.
If
Dave Grohl's
Nirvana
badass and you're
existed
just
today,
jealous.
they would
No, I'm
never
not jealous.
break.
It's a
Jealous.
boring band.
Dave Grohl's
Sorry.
badass.
I like Dave. I think he's a great guy. He's a great drummer, but I'm sorry. Nobody would know who the hell he
Great
was.
drummer.
Do you
Yeah.
play drums? Is that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't play anything.
Oh.
In my high school band, I held the trumpet.
Is that like a phrase for something else?
No.
Well,
I-
not then, but it is now.
Hey, do you want to hold my trumpet? He holds the trumpet. quote unquote.
No, I don't play any kind of instrument whatsoever.
I love her.
I held the trombone.
I held the tuba.
I held the tuba. It was big. It took both hands.
It was tuba big.
All right, we gotta go.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
All right.
Anyway,
Well,
Kelly.
that was fun. Thanks.
Awesome. Love meeting you. And do you have a guitar? Can you play a tune for us
Really?
on air? Yeah.
Oh, I don't want any more beer. Thank you.
Could you play a tune to do the show out?
Sure.
Fuck yeah, let's
Sure.
do it.
She does not seem excited about that.
You don't have to.
Oh.
Just way over here. Can you carry me? I don't know. All right, here we go.
All right.
I'll play you half a song since he left.
I love you already.
There are good things, we keep them in our pockets while you're doing the laundry in your mind. There are good things, we get lost, we lose them. Get yourself out of the way, you fall into them sleep. You can free yourself all the things you waited for your whole life. You can feed yourself all the worry and waste, yeah. It's all your right. You can free yourself, no one else. You keep the good things inside. You free the good things inside. Yeah.
All right, that's a little preview there for you guys.
That was awesome.
That was bad.
You can pick. Holy shit.
All right.
That was killer.
I now understand the clause, if you will. Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Santa
Damn.
Claus.
That was
That
killer.
was fantastic.
You
Yes.
know what? You can call yourself whatever you want to. That was
Santa
badass.
Claus.
Santa Claus.
Not related to Penty Claus.
Santa Claus. That was amazing.
Totally.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you for doing
Thanks for letting
Cammy's
me,
clause.
come to your interrupt your trespass your trailer. I'm gonna go and play a slot machine now.
Amen.
What are you gonna go play?
I-
Firecracker?
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
You
what
go in
is
the
it?
back?
Fireball.
You
It's
know
called.
what?
There's one in the back right-hand corner. Firecracker. It's my
No,
favorite.
Don't listen
Really?
to him.
You're
Don't listen
lying.
to him.
No, I'm being dead serious.
He's stupid. Don't listen to him.
All right. Well, I won't know until I walk in front of it and it says, "Kelly, I want to
Hey.
give you money."
Play me.
They all say
This
that.
is true,
Touch me.
but
Touch me. Put your money in me. Inside.
I used to work at
I seldom get on jet planes, don't like fast trains all night. City forgets its name sometimes. I can tell that you care. I can feel the true glare of a lady in love somewhere. Do this, go there, and not allowed to touch my head again, and touch my head again. Don't try, honey, or won't try just to hold it down again, hold it down again. I can tell that you care. I can feel the true glare of a lady in love somewhere. You can tell the time without your clock. It was 4:65 but a parking lot, and I was on my way to you. I was on my way to you. Do this, go there, and not allowed to touch my head again, and touch my